Let's talk about the 76ers, who at the beginning of the season said, no, Ben Simmons is staying here. Now a much different tune. Reports they've reached out to, 9+ teams. Of course, Bill Reiter, the number one team we're hearing in the mix right now, the Nets, James Harden. The Nets have said, no, James Harden's staying here. What do we need to know, Bill, 2 days before the trade deadline about Ben Simmons and the 76ers?
Well, the first thing is it's a massively fluid situation because there's two competing factors here. The first is that Daryl Morey has not moved, as I understand it, from how he values Ben Simmons, which is not at the same level that almost every other GM in the NBA values Ben Simmons. But there's pressure here. Obviously, they would love James Harden. Harden can and will be an unrestricted free agent this summer, and there's certainly a sense, talking to sources, that Daryl Morey, the guy that runs basketball operations in Philly, believes he can get Harden. As it relates to Simmons, guys, he could be moved. That's theoretically possible. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that there is a team that is willing to go out there and offer up what Daryl Morey wants. And even though Joel Embiid's window is someday going to close, he's playing at such a high level. I mean, it's insane what he's doing right now. A little bit under the radar, that I know in Philly, they believe even without Simmons, even without the assets that would come back, the players you might be able to bring back, they think they're competitive right now. And they, as I understand it, right now today, don't want to blink. If they don't get blown away by an offer, I don't expect one to come. And I think CJ McCollum would have been an interesting fit for that team. And the fact he's obviously not going to Philadelphia is pretty fascinating.
Yeah, if I had to say a destination for Ben Simmons, I would have to say the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, you're always going to hear, especially coming very close to the trade deadline, that teams don't want to do something, and the next thing you know, you get a phone call 5 minutes, 2 minutes before the trade deadline. But if I'm Philly, I'm trying to make the deal with the Brooklyn Nets. I just think that James Harden fits with this Philadelphia 76ers roster. He's great in pick and roll. He's a guy that can finish games. You can match him with Joel Embiid, and it would be a great 1-2 punch for this ball club, and even for Ben Simmons going to Brooklyn Nets. Like I said yesterday, it's a situation where you go to a team that already has great scores, and they're not going to be relying on him to kind of make shots, but for him to make plays. But if I'm Philly, if I don't get a all-star caliber player like they want, I'm holding on. I'm not just giving Ben Simmons up for nothing. You hear talks about them trying to make a deal with Atlanta or Sacramento, which I think Ben would have a lot of success there too. But if I'm not getting a future all-star or a group of young guys that have potential to make the all-star team, I'm not trading Ben Simmons.
We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. We appreciate it. Rip Hamilton. Both of us are jealous of Bill Reiter out there in LA on Radio Row. Bill, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great time out there in LA ahead of the Super Bowl. But of course, giving us all the NBA news we need to know. Notable NBA games coming up tonight. We got a great one between the Suns and the 76ers. Joel Embiid and crew, a 1-point favorite. They're at home. The Suns have won 13 of the past 14. We do want to note the Nets playing at home, hosting the Celtics. James Harden is missing yet another game because of a hamstring issue. He has missed 4 of their past 6 games. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.